Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday morning, August 24th, and I figured I'd the episode of seeking help this morning early because it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I think it's easier to do it in the morning. I know I'm probably still a little bit tired, but that is what it is, and it's just easier to do it in the morning. So the other day, Ron, I put up some stuff on Facebook and I asked, what would be a good subject to cover. And a couple of my buddies, Ron Simmons and Stephen Aponte, put up an idea of seeking help, right? Seeking help when it comes to mental health, and just I guess the stigma as well when it comes to seeking mental health and whether or not, how it helps. What do people think? So, thanks to Ron and Steven. So, a lot of us, I know we all go through things, right? We all go through things, mental health issues, whatever it may be, depression, anxiety, whatever it is, we all go through it. We can't lie, we can't act like we don't. We all go through it. And I know that seeking help is hard. I'm reading notes off my phone, so I had to take some notes, but um, I know seeking help can sometimes be hard. Okay, why? Because I know firsthand. I'm, I guess, you know, I guess sort of skeptical, of it. It's hard for me. Um, I have in the past. I sort of weaned away from it, because I had my experiences with seeking, professional help. But I'm not knocking it. You feel me? I'm not knocking it. We all need it because I think we try to fix it ourselves, and sometimes that's not going to work. So we have to seek that help. But a lot of us, it's hard for a lot of us only because we don't know what people think. We don't know what people are going to say. And, it sometimes depends on how we were brought up, right? Somebody might say, oh, you going to a psychiatrist, you're crazy. No, you just might need that help. You know what I'm saying? You might need that neutral person to talk to that's not family. So you got to do what you got to do in order to seek that help, even if it's hard. You know, and I don't want to feel like a hypocrite because I know that I've been told, oh, you got to go speak to somebody or whatever the case may be, and I get like nervous, I get scared. I've done it before, and I know that sometimes I just get nervous. I'm gonna keep it that way. I get nervous, but I'm not knocking it because we all need it in some way, shape, or form. We need it, and it can be hard sometimes. But I know that we can all do it. Um, it also depends on how people think of it. People can be skeptical. People can be, oh, it don't work or this, that, and the third. No, don't knock it till you try it. You don't know what's gonna work for you and what's not gonna work for you. You can't listen to other people either. You can't because they're not in your shoes. They're not on your journey. You feel me? So regardless of how skeptical people are, you can't listen to people sometimes. And we all get afraid because sometimes we think they're gonna put us on certain meds or whatever that are gonna mess us up. But you know what? Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need those meds. And again, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I have a phobia of that stuff, but I'm not speaking on me. I'm speaking on, you know, what can help for others. I know people who have taken meds and it works miracles for them. And I know people on the other side that they didn't like it, but again, this is your journey. And you know what you need and what you don't need, and you know where you're at and where you're not at, you know. Um, and also, regardless, you know, we always worry about what people think of us, right? It don't matter what people think. When we go or how we go, why we do it, or you don't need that stuff. They don't matter. Again, they're not in your shoes. They're not on your journey. They don't know the pain you go through behind closed doors. They don't know what your fears are, how your heart feels. They don't know, what you're going through. They don't know the anguish behind closed doors. So they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do for you. Um, and the biggest thing, if I have to say, you know, don't let it go unchecked. You know, because a lot of times you let things go unchecked, they're just gonna get worse. You know, that's like anything else. You got a cold, you don't go to the doctor. You know, you don't. You got some health thing going. You got a bump somewhere. You don't go get it checked. What's gonna happen? You know, there's times where it's just gonna get worse. It's not just gonna go away. It can get worse. So that's when we really, really have to check. That's when we really look inside and say, you know, I can't let this go unchecked because it's not getting better. But you have to be the one to look in the mirror, and you know yourself better than anybody. So you know when this is getting out of hand. You know when something's getting out of hand. I just don't feel myself anymore, and that's when you have to forget what other people say and just go. Even if you got to go quiet, you just, you know, hey, listen, I need somebody to speak to. Call your doctor or whoever, and go from there. You know, because leaving things unchecked doesn't make it better. It doesn't just disappear. You know, and it's a necessary thing. Mental health, mental wellness is a necessary thing. You know, everybody's quick to take care of themselves physically, you know, going to the gym, dieting, all that, eating right and all that stuff. But they let mental health go by the wayside, you know. And we can't do that, you know. That's just as important as anything else. Mental health is mental wellness, or whatever you want to call it, is just as important as anything else. So you got to put it in your list of priorities too. You know, and don't get me wrong, I find it very, very difficult at times to want to get out of my zone or want to get out of a comfort zone too. I struggle with that too, you know. But again, I'm just saying that so you know you're not alone. You know, it might take somebody to drag you somewhere. And I'm just saying it because I go through the same thing. And I can only share what I go through. I can only share what, you know, what I experience or what I go through. Just being completely transparent, you know. And there's different types. You know, you could go to see a talk therapist, psychiatrist, or find somebody that you know that goes through the same thing that you go through, but has come out on the other end, you know, and can help you through. You just don't want to be I don't want to say this wrong, but you don't want to be around somebody who is in the same thing and y'all just holding each other down kind of thing. You want somebody that can lift you up. You know, don't be afraid to share with someone else. Don't be afraid to share your experiences. But, you know, I don't want to say this wrong, but I'm going to say it. You want to find somebody and find people who have come through on the other end and learn from them and seek them rather than maybe somebody's in the same funk and y'all just sharing the funk together. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I use social media as my outlet. You know, you can use that, find groups, find friends. You know, I know a friend of mine. This gentleman is amazing. His name is Mike Halpin. He's we got your six. He knows an equestrian kind of therapy place up here in upstate New York. I never went, you know, but it's amazing. And from people that have gone, I know that it is a great place. And he does this, and it's amazing. But there's so many different ways, and I just wanted to share that, you know. And another thing, the reason, you know, why you want to get better, the reason why you want to seek this help is because, number one, you'll get better for yourself and you'll get better for others around you, you know, because you can't be no good for nobody else if you're not good for yourself. Let's be honest. You know, if you got family, kids, whatever it may be, you want to be better so that you can be better for them. You know, in turn, you'll be better for everyone else, you know, and know that you're not alone in this struggle. Know that you're not alone when you have those days where you can't even wake up. I mean, not wake up, but you can't even get out of the bed. You don't want to wash your face. You don't have the energy to go to the gym or work out or go for a walk or whatever it may be. Or, you know, you just don't have it. Know that you're not alone. You're not the only person out here. We all cover it up because we all cover it up. Everybody does. They cover it up because it's not popular to be talking about how you feel, you know, in this world we live in. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you're not alone. Seek that help. Seek that person. Hey, man, I'm not having a good day today. And you'll know the people who are truly, truly here to listen to you. You'll know those people. So don't waste your time with other people who are just there, and they want to give you that vague advice where, don't worry about it, it'll go away. Please don't ever listen to people like that. I lost a very, very, very close friend, my best friend, to mental health issues and suicide. I did. And that crushed me. Still, I think about him to this day. And, you never, some people might think they're the only one going through this. So they don't want to talk to nobody else. They don't want to go nowhere else. They don't want to seek someone. You're not alone, man. You're not alone. I don't want to go in that direction, but you know what I'm saying. I miss that man. I love that man. I miss him dearly to this day. But again, please seek that help. Get out there. You have friends and battle buddies and that know how you feel. You have to seek that help. You have to get out there. You have to seek to get a little bit better one day at a time. And again, I'm not one of those types that, try to tell you what to do. And I struggle with because I do. I struggle with things. I struggle with feeling sad. I feel depressed sometimes, anxious out of nowhere. I have my ups and downs too. So I can only share with you, what I know. And the only thing I do know is, hey, listen, talk. Don't keep it in. Don't keep it in. You gotta talk. Find an outlet. Find, if you can exercise. Exercise, it makes you feel better. Go out into nature. If you could go walk, go out into nature. It makes you feel better. You have to find an outlet, because keeping it in ain't going to do you no good. I never forget, years ago, I had to go to the hospital. I was having an anxiety attack. And this lady that didn't know me from a hole in the wall, this nurse, didn't know me. And she held my hand and she said, what did she tell me? She said, honey, you need to talk. You've been holding it in too long. That's what she told me. And I knew from there I needed to talk. And don't get me wrong, I still go through it now where I don't want to tell nobody nothing because I don't want to burden people with my problems. So I use this. I use social media. I use whatever as a way to let other people know that you're not alone. This is my way to talk, So if that's your way too, then go, so be it. Use it. Who cares how many likes you got, who you didn't contact, or how many likes you didn't get or followers, whatever you call it. Doesn't matter. As long as you reach one, then you've done your job on this planet, I believe. So again, please know that you're not alone. Know that you can get better. Know that there's other ways. You have friends who care. You have family who cares. You have social media, buddies who care, and there's so many, 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 many different ways. Look into it. You're not alone. Don't think you're alone. You're not by yourself in this struggle. Believe me, you're not. So I just want to wish you all well. Please share this, like it, share, comment if you want. And if there's something you think I could touch on again, I will touch on it. Take care of one another, love one another. Thank you again to Ron Simmons, Stephen Aponte, and everybody else who commented. I'll get to those other subjects as well. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's do more of this and letting others know that you're not alone in this mental health, mental wellness struggle. All right? Thank you all. Have a great, great day. God bless you all. And thanks. Love you all.